So we're going to cover for the last, this is the last session to cover our crown chakra. So we're going to use our pranayama to balance the energy in the crown chakra. We do Nadi Shodhana to balance the energy in crown chakra. If you've never done Nadi Shodhana before, it's this way. So with the two peace fingers into the third eye, cover the right nostril, inhale through the left. Cover the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Cover the right, exhale through the left. And we do this rotation and do it in a way that feels comfortable. Don't strain your lungs, don't strain yourself. We do that for a bit to regulate the breathing, to get into your Nadi Shodhana. And then after a while, we do with retention. With retention is inhale through the left, hold the breath for as long as you can, and then exhale through the right, hold, inhale through the right, hold, and exhale through the left. Very echo. I saw your note, very echo. Is it better like this? Maybe it's because it was under my jumper. Okay. Hope it's better. Yeah, great, good. So as I was saying, you do retention after a while. And then we go into the meditation. So once we finish Nadi Shodhana, and I'll give you directions when we're going to finish, you just stay with your eyes closed and stay in that presence that you've gained with your pranayama. So before we go into Nadi Shodhana, just close your eyes, breathe deeply. And on the exhale, let go of any tension around the shoulders, the body. And if you're ready, you can start your Nadi Shodhana. If you want to do a few more deep inhales and deep exhales, then go ahead and do that. Adding a count to your breathing can help you to stay focused onto the present moment, onto the breath work. But it also helps you to bring more balance into your breathing. Sometimes the inhales can be quite long in comparison to the exhales. The exhales don't require that much effort. Therefore, they tend to be quicker and shorter. And the reality is that to affect our nervous system in a way that allows us to calm down, to relax, to be present, we want the exhales to be longer than the inhales. So if you inhale for a count of 5 or 6, Then exhale for a count of 7 or 6. It doesn't have to be a big difference. Finish the round you're in and then start to add retention. And start with a short retention, maybe just a count of 3 or 4. And adjust it if you need for a smaller retention or bigger retention. There's no rush. Take your time. And come from a place of finding ease into your breath, finding a stable and even rhythm. There's no strain in the lungs, and it's just a natural inhale, exhale, and retention. Finish the round you're in and do one more. And when you're finished, just rest the hands onto your legs, keeping the eyes closed. Allowing your breath to come into a natural rhythm. And in this place, there is literally nothing to do. Our energy body, our prana body, does what it needs to do by itself. And we just get out of the way and allow the body to settle into this meditation posture. Allow the mind to rest into this present moment where we're feeling our breath. Or we're feeling any physical sensations. And it is in this place of silence that we balance Sahasrara, our seventh chakra. Because the element of this chakra, it is silence. In the same way that we have earth for the root chakra, to root us to our foundations. The water is the element of sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, related to the fluid systems in our body, but also to move the emotions. We have fire in Manipura, the solar plexus. Fire which charges with our will, our willpower. The air generated by the heart chakra. Because love needs space. And in the same way that we can't see air, we can't see love, but we know it exists. The element of throat chakra is sound, because through the vibrations of the sound in the throat, we can start to bring coherence in our truth. The element of light is generated in the third eye chakra, Ajna, to light our way, to help us see the real meaning of the world, to inspire us, to give us a vision. And then when we get to the crown of the head, Sahasrara, we only need silence. Because Sahasrara gives us access to our consciousness. And to access the deepest and purest parts of our consciousness, we just have to be silent. And the meditation practice is what can bring that silence to us. The purpose of this chakra is to understand, to awaken to our potential, and to be enlightened of who we truly are. The meaning of Sahasrara is 1,000 petals lotus. And the symbol of lotus in the seventh chakra gives meaning to the process of enlightenment, awakening. In the same way that the lotus comes from the deep of the pond or the lake in murky, dirty waters and rises to the top of the water and opens up into 1,000 petals. We as beings in this world also go through the steps of balancing the 7 chakras from the pelvic floor, rise through the challenges of emotions, feelings, rise through the darkness of ignorance, and reach the crown of the head to find light, enlightenment. And the challenge of this chakra is to stay centered. With so many distractions coming from all ways and directions, from the exterior world and from our interior world. Staying centered can also only be achieved once we have cleared and balanced all the other chakras. And then we get to this point where there is nothing to do. Where we find ourselves in this vast place, fully present, aware of what's surrounding us, aware of the thoughts coming in and out. We come to this place where there's no thoughts that distract us and take us away from this present moment. There's no body pains or hindrances that can take us away. Some of the other chakras, we can balance the chakra to eating the right foods or practicing certain yoga postures. But with Sahasrara, meditation, pranayama are not only because through some yoga postures we can also balance the crown of the head, but the main ways of balancing this chakra and this reinforces the idea or the philosophy of yoga, which is we start to become more human beings that are just beings rather than human doings that are constantly doing something. As we moved our way up through the chakras, and the first three chakras was all about doing. The top four chakras is more about being. You can slowly start to breathe deeply. Bring your awareness into the room. Bring the palms of the hands together, rub the hands together. Create heat between your palms. Place the palms of the hands into your eyes lid. Allow the heat to be absorbed by your lids. 2 more. You can slowly start to open the eyes. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Have a great evening. Namaste.